I'm frozen. Okay. I hope I'm not frozen anymore. Hello. How are you? I am coming. I went live 45 seconds early, and even my software was surprised. It's like, are you sure 45 seconds early? Don't you mean 10 minutes late? No. I'm so glad to be here with everyone. Hello, hello. It is Sunday, November 16th. So weird. Um, you are live with me if you're watching at that time. Otherwise, I'm on replay. And either way, I welcome you. I am Lisa Harden. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and my business is called the Stamping Zoo. I am in Boise, Idaho, but I have customers throughout the United States, and I sell all the beautiful products we're going to be using tonight. So if ever during this or going forward, if you would like to shop with me, please just jump onto thestampingzoo.com, hit that Shop Now tab, or look around at my events and etc. And I welcome you. And hello, Anna. Hello, Judy. And I know, Judy. Whoa, shocker. Last week you had to wait for me, huh? Um, Anna, I just got your package yesterday. It may have been out there on Friday, but more on that later. Anyway, it's so adorable. I will be showing them early on right now, 5 or 10 minutes, once a ton of people jump on, right? I want everyone to see them. I was like in shock. Okay, and also Judy, I may have said this after, like you may have not watched the whole rambling thing on Thursday, but I want you to send me your mailing address, and I want you to tell me which of these cards you would like. I'm giving one of these to you just because you were so kind to me when I was late last time. You didn't say, "Where were you?" You were like, "Here I am." No big deal. I'm waiting. Anyway, and I just want to. It's fun. So you private message me your mailing address, and I will. Oh, and which one you want, Santa or Snowman, and then I'll get those in the mail to you. I need to take their pictures and put their measurements online. So everyone, if you were watching on Thursday, we made. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Okay, we made this guy. And then we made the Santa. I'll show you when we point down. And I am going to, right after this video, I'm going to take their photos and put their still photos onto my Facebook page, as well as the measurements for the fun fold that I made. So, hello, Madison. Very nice to see you. I know, Anna, they're so adorable. Like, first of all, that you thought of me and brought these all the way back is so nice. And then your card's beautiful. The candy's beautiful. It's all beautiful. So I'll be very happy to show it off here. So how is everyone? Tell me how your weekend is going, has been going. It is 5:30. It's dark and rainy here in Boise. And no, I was not outside. I did actually just get up from a nap and take a shower. That's a lot of my story, isn't it, when I'm going live? But I want to be fresh and ready for you. So here I am. It appears I'm wearing pajamas again. No, technically not. This is like a casual shirt. It's probably really just pajamas that they marketed as a shirt, but it's kind of my work from home uniform, if you will. And so they're very comfortable. I have them in 2 colors. This one, I'm premiering this tonight. Okay. So, I know that it's clean. There's nothing on it. And we are actually going to make a couple of cards from my last stamp camp tonight. So Anna or Madison, these will look familiar to you. And so anyway, that's what we're going to do tonight. We're also going to have a little giveaway of some merch that I purchased when I went to Onstage in Raleigh. I still have some things. And so please make sure that, as always, you are sharing and liking this video. So share this video to your own social media sites, and then come back and write shared in the comments, and I will draw the winner on Thursday night. And so I have, again, I'll show you when we come down, when the camera comes down, but I have a keychain and a chapstick holder, including chapstick, and they're both Stampin' Up! Branded, so they're super fun. Hello, Corinne. Very nice to see you. Thank you for sharing. You're in the drawing, Corinne. Whoop, whoop. Corinne always shares. You guys are always so nice about that. So I appreciate that because I need it each and every time. We have to. That's how we get the word out about like we're over here. Come on, come join our crafty group. We're gonna have some fun. Speaking of fun, I'll just go ahead and point you down right now, and you guys can keep. Oops, not that. You guys can keep telling me in the comments how you're doing, how your weekend was. I started my weekend not the way I wanted to by, I'm pretty sure, having a touch of food poisoning. I wasn't even like, oh, I ate this fabulous dinner out. It was something that I bought frozen from the grocery store. And just pretty sure that's what was going on. Anyway, that was Friday night slash Saturday morning. And so I'm still dehydrated from that today. But I've been moving slow. And here I am. I'm sure I will survive. And so, anyway, that was not what I planned, but I still got a lot of stuff done, including this morning going and buying a couple of dining chairs at, I thought, a tremendous price for what they were. $60 for two. They're used. They were on Facebook. And one of my other dining chairs had a busted leg. So I was really down to one chair and one chair that looked okay. But if you sat in it, I'm sure it would crash to the ground. So I had to go get that fixed, right? Because I have lovely stampers that like to sit in those chairs. And so, anyway, it just works out sometimes, doesn't it? Sometimes you can look and look and look and never find what you're looking for. And I kept looking for them new. And, a pair of chairs, not that exciting, just upholstered dining chairs, were 300 and up. And the thing is, I'm getting ready to hopefully redo all the furnishings in my living and dining room in the spring. And so I don't even know if that's what I'm going to want. So I wasn't going to spend 300. Anyway, I found these. They were lovely, and I was not kidnapped. So there you go. It worked out great. And the people were very nice, of course. And let's see, what else did I do? Got my nails done. Just neutral, but it comes in handy. I really like that. And so anyway, all right, so these are the cards we made on Thursday. If you were here, I'm sure you remember this. They're just, this Festive Friends is so adorable. It is a bundle that you purchase. The stamp set, it has Santa, the snowman, and an elf. Some cute sayings. I think there's a snowflake. And then the dies are great. So watch Thursday's replay if you would like at any time on YouTube or on Facebook for a month. Okay, then they cut us off. And then we grabbed the stamp from, I think it's called Joyous Tidings. It's a stamp set, standalone stamp set. And it has wreaths in it, but it also had that believe. And so anyway, all these products, again, are available on the website. I think everything is available. I don't think any of this stuff is out of stock, which is fantastic. So with that, let me give you a peek of the cards we made. So every month I have an in-person class called the Stamp Camp. And hello, Sue. I know, it's a great background for Santa. Every month here I have an in-person class called Stamp Camp. I have other classes online for your enjoyment. And so please take a look at that if you don't live in Boise. But if you do live in Boise or you're going to be in Boise, please come to Stamp Camp. It is a totally fun time. We'll talk more about it as we make the cards. But tonight we are going to make these two cards, okay? Just kind of a little wreath formation with the acorn, or you can use the mushroom, whichever you want. And then this one shows off paper that is too pretty to hide. And so these are the two that we are not going to make tonight, but this I think is quite stunning. This paper carried over from last year. And again, you don't want to miss out on seeing two sides. So we did some fun with that one. And then that North Pole delivery paper again, it is so versatile and fun. And so I let them choose. Everybody's card looked different, right? Because I let them choose all their little elements. And so those were two of the cards. And then, as I said, we're going to make these other two. One's for birthday and one is for autumn, right? Very timely because you always need a birthday card in your stash. And we are using, I love this sentiment set. It's a standalone stamp set, and you can tell me if you know the name of it. You can put it in the comments, but it's happy birthday to someone worth celebrating every single day. It has a ton of great sentiments, and so I will be obviously showing you that going forward. But first, some happy mail. I do have to say, I have Carla Kimball, you're probably watching me on replay. I have your super cute card, but I also think it is hiding. Because one of the other things I did was I took out all my winter or my summer clothes that I either need to donate, throw away, or put in the shed. And they're on the dining table. And I believe your card is at the bottom of those, like at the needle at the bottom of the haystack. I just got your email, Judy. Thank you. And anyway, so we will be looking at Carla's card. We might even be casing the card. But in the meantime, Anna, our friend Anna here, has gone to Peru again. And in the middle of going to Peru, she thinks of me and us, really, because she loves llamas and she knows I love llamas. I mean, come on. And so, first of all, she sent me this gorgeous card. And yes, it's stitched. I mean, come on. You know you're loved when someone stitches the leaf for you. And then just a really nice thank you card. Anna, so nice. I love it. These supplies look familiar. And then, here we go. Check this out. These look, oh, I almost threw it down on the glass. It looks brass. You correct me if I'm wrong or whatever. It looks brass, and it looks like it's packing. Is it turquoise? Or what is that? Okay. And then look, it's got just these cool little, maybe this is copper. I don't know. And then it wraps around the body like they're, they are pack animals. So there's him or her. If that's not enough, friends come with it. It's like a little babushka doll. Okay, I'm going to show you what they look like. It's like a babushka doll. I mean, they don't come out of the larger one, but look at this. Oh my gosh, maybe it's like the Partridge Family. It's brass and turquoise. Nice. It's gorgeous. Each of those little, look at this. I'm sure they're handmade. And they're so cute. Look at their tails. Are these something or what? I did a little bit of this action when I opened them. And Anna sent me a message, or no, she put it in the card saying, we're going to have to think of some names for these guys because we've named everything else. We've named Matu and Pichu and Perry. And I think those are their names. Now these guys are going to have a name. Let's think of a name. I mean, of course, they could be some sort of Stampin' Up name. But is there a group of 4 somethings that we could name them? Kind of like Tango and Cash. Where's the group of 4 that, we could name them after the Beatles. I'm not like a super fan or anything, but it could be John, Paul, George, and Ringo. That would be kind of fun. Anyway, you guys decide. Help me. Yes, it is a little, look at the teeny. It's still like just as detailed. And oh my gosh, this is probably cast. The llama looks like cast brass. Larry, I love Larry. They could be 4 L names. It could be Lisa Llama too if you wanted, but and then these things just get tinier and tinier. Oh, just one of my hairs. Don't mind me. Anyway, so cute. And then she also had, now I don't know if these are from Peru. If they are, cool. I hate that you would have to travel back with these because they probably break. But there's 4 super cute llama suckers. I think they're suckers. Yep, lollipops. Eora lollipops. Super cute. And she tied them with that. We were just talking about it last week. Someone mentioned it as being that you could use this trim for Santa's, the poof on Santa's hat. And so I may have to take just a touch of that and do it. But aren't they adorable? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I don't know if I can eat them. Amazon. Okay, I don't know. I think I can eat them. Eeny, meeny, miny, and mo. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Alicia. I like it. Okay, super cute. And so, thank you again. I mean, who was here? And I was showing this to them, and they were like, who sent this to you? I'm like, Anna, you know, my friend. And they were like, I can't, this is so nice. So anyway, we were talking about you. Okay, a recap. This is your little gifty giveaway, probably with the card too. So tonight, just for sharing the video, I will be giving these away, sending them to you. I will announce the random winner on this coming Thursday. Okay, so you have quite a few days. And this is, they're both Stampin' Up! Branded. I ordered them when I went to On Stage in Raleigh. Seems like so long ago. I'm putting in the chapstick, okay, the candy cane chapstick. And this is a nice little chapstick holder that you can put on this key ring, another key ring, or inside your purse, you know, if you're fancy like that. And then this cool kind of retro, like hotel key. This was based off of the On the Go suite. And so anyway, I'm going to put those in a package for you and send them if you are the random winner simply for sharing this video. Now you need to come back into the comments and write shared. Don't just write shared. That doesn't share it. You have to share, hit the share arrow if you are on Facebook, or you have to hit copy the link if you're in YouTube. Okay? All right, everybody. So our cards for tonight. Let's start with the birthday card. Okay? And I'm hoping that everybody has been having so much fun with all the beautiful products we have now. These are the lollipops that Corinne was talking about. Well, they're perfect. They're so perfect. I think I like the gray one. I usually wouldn't choose a gray sucker, but I like it in llama form. All right, so when you come to Stamp Camp, hello, Deborah. Oh, Deborah. You need to just, you know, I find lots of things for my classes literally by going down that rabbit hole when I'm watching some mindless television show at night. That's when I'm searching for prizes for my classes, etc. So, but yes, I did not see those suckers. So, okay, what was I going to say about this? When you come to my Stamp Camp, sometimes there's a snack, sometimes there's not. Usually people usually people are very kind about bringing things and fun stuff to share and whatnot. And, oh, I guess we need all that. Okay, then I don't know why I was ferreting it out to myself. I haven't looked at this since Stamp Camp. Can you tell? I will pre-cut pieces like this, and everybody will, you know, take the pieces they need for the cards. And then I will also, sometimes I'll die cut this. Sometimes there's a lot of die cutting in all the other cards. And so I really made this one kind of easy. I try to balance it out. There's usually 6 to 8. Sometimes I'll squish in 8 people, but usually there's 6 or 7 people at Stamp Camp. And we're hanging out in my, it's not really my dining room, but my open plan area, the living area, kitchen. It bleeds into the kitchen. It's very casual. And so anyway, this one was scored, and I'm going to give you the measurements in case you want to redo this, because it is handy. Now, all of the supplies for the Impressions of Bloom, they're on the last chance list, except for the embellishments, which are Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink Gems. These are not on the last chance list. They will carry forward after these things sell out and then retire. But please don't forget that our last chance list is a lot different than the clearance, where everything would just go away really quick. Like, we are refreshing it with new product and new pricing every 2 months. So every other month it's that, and every other month we have new releases. So we have something new all the time. Yeah. Okay, so this is 4 3/4 by 5.5. Okay. And then on the short side, I have scored this at, can I see it? No, but I can feel it. I gave myself a 1/2 inch. So I scored it at a 1/2, and then at 3 1/4. Okay. And one goes this way. And then one goes this way. I make a sample that everyone can pass around. I made this one in a different color because I wanted to make sure that I had enough of the Strawberry Slush, and I wasn't quite sure, and I can't just order more, right? So, well, I could, but in any case, just to be safe, I made it in another color. But it's also nice to see these in another color. You know that when you're here stamping with me, I will often make an alternate so that we can see the difference. Now on these, where this is actually going to be opened, not just for show, I like to put Seal Plus on there. And then I'm going to bring this in kind of at an angle. This is how I do this. So I bring it in at an angle. See that? And then I even up the top and the bottom. And then I lay it down. Okay. And then we should be squared away. All right. Now then this guy is going to go in here. First I'm going to stamp, not like I did the actual one, which was I put it inside the card and then stamped it because I had forgotten. That is not the best idea. Let's take Strawberry Slush. And so here is the sentiment set that I'm using. The right words, and they are the right words. Look at these, okay? Let me take a sip of soda. And I'm still dying here. Okay, I probably drank 10 cups of that, not of soda, water, soda mix. Okay, so we've got some sympathy, we've got some encouragement, we've got some celebration. I really don't like that you're leaving, but I hope you love where you're going. I miss you already. Super nice. I know a good thing when I see it, and I see lots of good things in you. I like that. I wish I had the right words for a time like this. Happy birthday. Thanks so much for thinking of me. You're so kind. So see these, they kind of combine. You can, of course, split them apart and use them separately. But they have an innie and an outie, which is very nice. So let's grab our birthday innie and outie. Okay. And there's that and this guy. And what's the item on that? 165316. But if at any time you're going over to search, just put the name into the search bar or put any one of the sentiments in. If you put the word happy birthday, everything will come up that has happy birthday in the set, which I love because sometimes you're like, you know, I need some new birthday things. Just put in the word birthday. Okay. And they will all come up. Probably more things than you want to come up. Okay. All right. So our happy birthday is going to go kind of in the top, towards the top of this circle. This circle is from Stylish Shapes, and that's about as difficult as that gets, which is not very, right? Not very. Okay. And then this guy is going in. And I know I've got to put it over on the left-hand side. So we'll make sure that it's leaning over that way. That looks like I need to re-ink that ink pad. It really does. Cute. What a nice thing to say to somebody. I like that a lot. You can see how that's true, right? Okay. So then I'm going to put this guy, which this is 5.5 by 1.5. Okay. Same paper. We're just going to carry it over. Now you could turn it. Oh, you know what we can do? We can do it different on this one. We're going to carry the pattern over, and it's going to look kind of funky. I think it'll give it even a different. Oh, this is longer. I need to cut. Lots of times I make these longer. I don't remember. Did I on purpose or on accident? Let's say I did it on purpose. All right. And I do like that because then you can trim the overage and make it the exact length of the paper. Perfecto. Get these off because I use Seal Plus for some reason. Oh, because it's sitting here. Why not? And let me grab the other one. Where is it? Come on now. You quit hiding. Okay, so now this one is going to look like almost like half and half. Ooh, interesting, right? That's kind of cool. Okay. Then this is going in, and then we're just going to cut a little flower. I think this, if I recall, this was like one of the easier cards where I was like, I can't work them to death because the fall card had a bunch of stamping and die cutting. And again, I try to break it up. Early on, I used to make them do every single thing because I didn't want them to miss the experience. But that doesn't always work. First of all, it makes people stay really long, and sometimes they're like, I don't like that experience. So, you know, I just learn things as I go on, and we have had lots and lots of stamp camps, haven't we? So, okay, now that's very pretty. I like that too. All right, now I need a little piece of Old Olive. I was using it for this one, so. And a little piece of Strawberry Slush. Just enough to get some leaves and a flower. Okay. And that's a huge sheet. No, I need just a little bit. Okay, I see some down here. Well, that's a lot, but still. Oh, you guys, has anybody watched, I think it's on Netflix, but it might be on Prime, but I'm going to start watching it tonight. It's a show with Matthew Rhys and Claire Danes in it. It's kind of a, I don't know. I love both of those people. So Matthew Rhys was in one of my favorite series of all time called The Americans, and I'm sure I talked about it when I was watching it because it was so good. And then he and Carrie Russell actually got married. So there you go. They starred in that show. But anyway, so I'm really looking forward to this new one because of that. And so I'm going to start watching that tonight. But what I've been watching this weekend, so I got rid of Dish. I actually still had Dish. I was paying, you know, way too much. and for not watching it. And so finally I got rid of that. And so I was like, okay, I can have Hulu back because Hulu's $18.99 a month. And so I got Hulu back. And so, of course, there's all sorts of new junk. Anyway, I got stuck on this game show called The Floor. It has Rob Lowe in it, also a cute, happy guy to follow. Has anybody watched that show? I think it's on Fox. No, I know it's on Fox. But again, it was on Hulu with no commercials. I would never watch that show, first of all, if I had to watch it on regular TV, because you can tell the commercial cuts they take is like a lot. Rob Lowe must bring in a lot of money for Fox Network. And anyway, it's very interesting, and it's almost like it's a game show. It's not that challenging when you're just sitting and watching it. I'm not saying I know all the things, but when you watch it, you'll be like, okay, this isn't Jeopardy. But it's kind of nice because of that, because then it's kind of like it's a show that I was watching at like the end of the day. And I don't need a lot thrown at me. I don't need subtitles. I just need a little Rob Lowe and a game show. Anyway, so it's kind of do I love it? No, but I like it. And so if you're looking for something like that, or if you watch it, let me know, because I just started on season 3 and whoops. And so, I just pulled it up and started watching that. So anyway, that's my exciting TV news for you. And I know it's not very exciting. I realize that. Hey, Roz. I'm coming on later. And I thought of you. I was like, ooh, maybe I'm going to catch Roz. Thank you for liking and sharing, Debbie. We are having a random draw for the next few days, and I will announce the winner on Thursday for a couple of little prizes from the treasure chest. So please, if you haven't already, like, share, and obviously I want you to subscribe and follow, because then when I'm a little late or when I come on at extra times, you will get notifications. But you don't get that unless you follow, right? Okay, so I took this and I glued it. Ooh, that's a lot of glue for this particular thing. I glued it onto the flower. That's a pretty combo. Old olive and strawberry slush. I might have to use the other leaf. No, this works. Okay, I'm turned over there. And then I'm going to put a glue dot, no, a dimensional, what's wrong with me, onto it very carefully because that glue's still wet. I'm going to move this over. Okay, and then you can place it however you like it. I think that's going to look cute. And we were using those gems. Now you can also die cut. I mean, we have played with Impressions of Bloom a lot. So I think it was a Jubilee feature for me. And then we have played here. And so anyway, if you don't have these already, I have a lot of content where you can draw inspiration from, but you can make all the flowers from scratch, or you can stamp them. They are 2-step stamping. So, and hello, Jeanne. And I came late, and I came on at 5:30 instead of 4. So, Now, one thing that's kind of nice is I'm taking tomorrow off. What? Say what? Yes, I'm taking tomorrow off. And so, as I always mention, you can really tell that kind of, it's not stress so much, but it's just like when you get your brain geared for going into work on Sundays. I don't have it right now. I forgot earlier today, and then I was like, oh, you need to get that done for so-and-so. And then I was like, nope, you can do it tomorrow. Okay, now these are pretty little embellishments. Mine are all chopped up, right? Because they're well loved. But they start it basically clear with gold, and they move into the deepest, they go like from Pretty in Pink to Strawberry Slush. And they have kind of a cool facet there. You can see that there. So they have lots of little cuts on them that catch the light. And let's take one of the darkest ones and put that in the center of our flower. And then take another one and put it up here. And let's grab one of the little pinky ones. And there is, I think, a very simple little birthday card with just a touch of different, right? Because you've got that little trick we do with the DSP. And so here's one in the Fresh Freesia and Old Olive. And here's one in the Strawberry Slush. And we've kind of varied the pattern a little bit. I really think I kind of like this where it continues on instead of the strip of green. But there's no wrong answer, right? No wrong answer. And so those are cute. Now I have 2 new birthday cards for my stash because you know I'm running out of cards around here. Not really. Hello, Carol. And hello. Oh, hi, Roz. I always like seeing your little Snickers. And so let's take a break here. We are going, well, it's not a break. You know what I mean. We're going to make this card next. Okay. We're going to flip the script into fall, fast forward into fall. But first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the zoo. What in the world is going on in the zoo? Well, first, please know that when you place an order with me, you are really helping me so much to do something I love, and that is to further this beautiful business, which I would have never dreamt was even going to be a thing until it was. So I thank you. It's because of you that the Stampin' Zoo exists. And so I appreciate your orders. I appreciate you liking and subscribing. All the interaction helps me to reach more and more crafters. And when you do place an order with me, one thing that you definitely get is for every order that is $20 or more, you receive 10% back as Stampin' Rewards. You can use those right away on your very next order, or you can use them, you can save them all up for a year and use them in a big shopping spree because they do not expire. You don't have to keep track of them. They are always kept track for you when you log into your Stampin' Up account. And so please have fun with that. I know I do. I never save, well, I hardly ever save mine. Okay, everyone, an extra little gifty from me this month is going to be that when you do make a minimum $50 online purchase, I will send you a free kit to make 5 cards right along with me during my live, which is going to be on Black Friday. You, of course, can make them before that or after that, okay? But you will have a little PDF tutorial and all the supplies to make, well, most of the supplies to make the kits. Of course, I don't stamp sentiments or stamp any images, but for this particular one, you're going to have everything die cut and punched for you because I just feel like it. It's fun. Okay, and so it will feature the Brush with Beauty DSP, which is so gorgeous. All right, as I was talking about Stamp Camp, we are kind of going through a virtual Stamp Camp tonight, virtual Stamp Camp Light. You can join me in person right here in Boise, Idaho on Saturday, December 13th. It'll be the last Stamp Camp of the year. Starts at 10 a.m. and we will make 4 cards using current Stampin' Up product. You get to use all my tools and all the fun stuff. Meet with your crafty peeps. The cost is $25 or absolutely free with a $30 order. You register for this and all my events at thestampinzoo.com. I do hope that you are also registered to receive my emails because that's really the best way to communicate with the zoo. And so you will also see a link to that as well as to this and all my events in the description of this video. Here's another online class coming your way. This is the Zubilee class for December. We're going to feature this super fun cake day. Now, we worked with this again last couple of weeks, I think. It was new to customers on the 3rd, and it is really fun, okay? We also worked with it in my, no, we're going to work with it in my team meeting Tuesday night. So anyway, if you would like to join me for Zubilee, there are lots of uh, fun things in Zubilee. Every month features a new bundle. And if you purchase the bundle during when you register for the class, or if you're a continuing subscriber, I pay the shipping and tax for you. So you'll get $25 in product and supplies to make those 5 cards that I design, as well as one project. If the project includes some sort of freebie item or some sort of snack or supply, then I include that in the kit too. I just think that's part of the fun. You can craft right along with me whenever you want to with online video tutorials and a PDF. Okay, this is going to be a really fun one. What a nice thing to do during the month of December. They do ship around the 20th. I will try to get these out a little bit earlier. I do think I will have time to do that so that you guys will have them over Christmas if you're going to take a little time off, right? You can get away from the family and make a few birthday cards. Okay, and please don't forget, with the Bon Appetit Club, this comes to you in your mailbox each and every month. I design a 5.5 by 8.5 recipe card and give you all the pieces and parts you need to recreate that card, as well as most months we have a recipe from myself or another team member, and these recipes are not just pulled from the internet randomly. They are tried and true, usually have a backstory. And so this is such a fun little club. It is part memory keeping, part recipe book, and lots of fun. So I hope you join me for that. Finally, if you're liking it all, come on, just join the zoo. Let's get it over with. Stop the pain. Because the first thing that happens is you get to choose a starter kit and you get $26 of free product in there. After that, the whole Stampin' Up! World opens up. It's like you're a customer plus, okay? You shop products early. You get to receive all of my online content for free. You can attend events that are only for the Zoo Crew, which is my team, or the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator only events like On Stage that we were talking about. If you want to start this at any time, just head on over to thestampingzoo.com and hit the Join the Zoo Crew tab. You can also private message me directly if you have any questions about that. And I love it. How much fun is being a demonstrator? It's only about 100 times more fun than being a customer. And being a customer is fantastic. Okay? All right. And so here we go. We're going to make our card number 2. A little fall card, to be sure, maybe without the ponytail holder. Maybe you would like to do this as part of a little gifty if you are going to someone's house for Thanksgiving. It's coming up, you know. Eek. I just kind of talked with my mom about it, and I was like, wait a minute. This thing's happening soon. Okay. I am not. I used to host, and I may again, but I'm not hosting. So I have every intention of going to On Stage Jenny. You know, let's hope I can register, and then everything will go slick. Now, as much as I hated it, I'm covering up the fox paper. I started, when I was designing this, it took way too much time because I started with the fox paper and some totally different idea. But, you know, as you go on with things, sometimes you're like, oh, if I just play with this long enough, something totally different is going to happen. And so it did. So again, this has an early espresso card base and a 4 by 5.25 piece of DSP. Okay, it has a very pretty little circle cut out of vellum. I will show you a little trick with that. And then I give them an insert because my cards have inserts unless they're white. They almost always. And then they got a quarter sheet this time to stamp and die cut. Oh, good, Deborah. That would be so fun. I'd love to see you in person. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to do first? I want to show you my trick, which is not, you've probably seen it before, but it's good to have a reminder. Let me see if I have any vellum cut. Our vellum is back, And I'm so happy. It's a little thicker than it was before, which is kind of nice. Um, part part of the reason why it's nice is because it can hide adhesives more easily. So I kind of like that. Okay, so I need to bring in the big one. And I'm sorry you can't go, Jenny. It happens, doesn't it? It happens. I would like to go to every single thing, but it doesn't work out. Dang it. Okay, so we're going to use the Spotlight on Nature. We're also using a dryer sheet. This has lots of little pieces and parts that want to stick into the card or stick into the die or fall out or both. Let me make sure I'm using the right one. I have 2 sets of those dies. So when you just saw all those circles, that's why. This thing, I'm not even going to unfold it because I think it covers. You just want it to be as big as whatever you're die cutting. Okay, so I put it underneath the paper. This is the same sandwich whether you're using vellum, another specialty paper, cardstock, whatever. And then you just run it through. And I always run it back to me. It's easier to take the plates out. Yes. And so then, and this is unscented and just from the dollar store. So don't buy the most deluxe kind because it'll probably have perfumes in it. You want something with no dyes or perfumes because you don't want that getting all over your paper or your dyes. And then the little pieces stick. There's just enough stick. And then you're good to go, right? I think there was one left in there. It's all on this, okay? And then you can use this again. I kind of fold it inside out and stuff. But once it's cut through a few times, then you get a new one. And that is why you use them from the dollar store. I think I'm using the same pack I bought a couple years ago because I remember the trick, then I forget the trick. So anyway, we're all clean. Let's see. Is it all clean? No, there's one. And that just popped out. Okay. So that's super simple. And it also keeps your crafting area a lot cleaner. Because normally what happens is those little pieces stick onto my plate because I tend to use plates that are quite scratched up. And anyway, then I have to scrape them off. You have to take your pick tool. Annoying. So annoying. Okay. All right. Now, let's get our Cajun craze and crushed curry. Lots of C words. Huh. Ooh, that didn't sound very good. Scratch that. Scratch that, Lisa. And then I also use early espresso for the little sentiment. It's a nice dark sentiment, right? And I also use the banner dies. I forgot about that. They're so handy already. I can't even tell you. It's like, what did I do before the banner die punch? Now, the banner die punch is part of a banner die bundle. And I designed the freebie cards. Sorry, it's loud out there. I designed my freebie cards this month with that, as well as, let's see, can I find those? No, but I showed them to you last week. So you'll just have to place a $50 or more order. And then you can get the cards for free to your very own mailbox. Okay, anyway, I used it for that, and we all thought it worked really well. So let me see. I'm using the gathering moments. Here, let me put the circles away. We're done with the circles. Okay. Gathering moments dies, and I'm using the thankful for you, but there's a ton of them. And we also have, of course, all of these. Now, this is what Anna used to make her beautiful card, right? And also, oh, where is that little thing? I showed you that little trick with the green leaf. Again, go back and look at Thursday's live, but we use the craft pen to faux stitch. Okay, so that was quite fun. All right, we need the leaves, and I use the acorn. I will continue to use the acorn. I love the mushroom though too. The mushroom's so cute. But I just used these, and these stamps have gotten a workout because I did choose this. This was one of my features at Super Saturday, and so we used it for that class, and I've used it with you guys here and all sorts of fun stuff. So I think this set is kind of a keeper because it's very classic, right? You've got all these cool kind of nature elements, beautiful, distinctive images. So this is where you get all the difference in the opacities of ink just with one stamping because they are the distinctive stamp. And that is a formulation that is proprietary to Stampin' Up. That's how cool they are. Okay, so after I went through a million iterations of this card, it really goes together, oh brother, really easily. Goes together. What is wrong with me? I ask you. A lot. As I said that, I was like, don't say that, Lisa. That's like opening up a can of worms. Hey, Sherry. Very nice to see you. Sherry, you're going to want to share this video, Sherry, because I'm going to give away a little gifty to a random winner on Thursday. And what is it, you ask? Well, it's a little merch from last year's Onstage, a cool little vintage key ring, and a chapstick holder with some candy cane chapstick, I might add, that I just happen to have a few of sitting here. Okay, I'm losing track. So you want two in each color. Now, you can make this you could make these rainbow colored and make it into a birthday card. I mean, you could make any iteration of this, right? You could change up the sentiment, of course. You can change up the designer series paper. All that can be changed. I mean, stop it. Look at this. This looks like it was drawn with a pen. Is that crazy? Okay, so see how those all, just one single inking, but it looks as if you've manipulated it or used an ink dauber to make it different. I have to stamp the mushroom because it's just so cute. Okay, if you haven't seen it, like, where have you been? Because I'm in love with it. Ah, it's so cute. Okay. Alrighty, so 2 leaves of each color and 2 acorns, all right? If you want to put an acorn on the inside, which is cute, you want to do that. Now you can also just stamp it on the card as I'm thinking about it right now. I had it, again, because I die cut several items and I was just playing with them. And so then I was like, okay, I'm going to stick this inside. All right, so we're gathering pieces and cards. Also, I was out of the early espresso baker's twine, but I think that would really look nice. The linen is great. There's nothing wrong with that. But the early espresso baker's twine would really show up a lot more. I just happen to be out of it. But this, again, is what it looks like. Okay, so you get that in a combo pack with Old Olive and Early Espresso. And as I said, it's so good. Well, my helpers made a bunch of thank you cards with it, so you may be seeing it in the near future. But then we ran out. So that's how it goes. I know, Jenny, lots of those things sold out. So I'd love to get them out in the hands of everyone. I did not buy all of them. It only felt like it, but I did not buy all of them. Well, thank you, Roz. It's very fall, isn't it? But again, you could use anything. The card itself with the DSP is pretty neutral. So you can just go from there. Okay, we need this guy, we need this guy, and we're going to need the acorn. So I feel like when I use the mini, I feel like I have really good control over the dies. Now, I'm not getting cocky. Not cocky, but I think we can do it. Oh yeah, Roz, you're so right. Okay, so we will color our linen thread tonight with a blend, and you can dye it too if you want to use a whole bunch. But on Roz's reminder / recommendation, we're going to dye the, oh yes. It's like, it's not a big surprise. I've already made this card, but I still love them. They're so beautiful. Okay, one more large. I guess this is why I have been using Stampin' Up products for well over 30 years, is because I still get excited. They're still so fun. What a cool hobby we have, right? This brings a lot of joy to me and to the people I send the cards to. So it's kind of like, does double duty. I love a hobby like that. Love it. I love efficiency. What I think we all help you figure out how to create something that you're out of stock for at the moment. Come again? Are you, oh, well, you were talking about like dyeing the ribbon. Yeah. Is that twine out of stock? I think it's just out of stock at the Stamping Zoo. But I don't think it's out of stock. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, it's funny sometimes when you get hung up on, oh, I'm missing this one thing, and then like, look around, Lisa, and I start laughing. That went sideways on me. Like whatever you're missing, I think you can probably make do. Make do. So anyway, I try not to complain about things that are out of stock because really they just force you to twist your brain into another way, right? Come on, it's the cutest. In fact, I do believe Maria on my team said she bought this for the stupid acorn. No, I think she said after this card, it was this card, she was in class. And I think that she said, now I'm going to have to get this stamp set just for this stupid acorn. I said, I guess you are. Stupid acorn. Please. Stupid? I think not. Uh-oh, that one fell. One moment, please. Hopefully I won't fall after it. Okay, that was rough. Woo! My hair is drying. You know, if you fast forward this video, it's probably kind of interesting to watch my hair. Please don't. Please don't. Yes, Anna Carter, thank you. It is thinking outside the box, right? It's good for your brain. I'm sure it's good for your brain. 9 out of 10 crafters say it's good for your brain. Okay, super cute. Don't forget, I mean, these are large, so the large leaves are going to be for 3D items or the feature of your card. Hey, how many times can we look at Anna's card? Okay, I think we have the pieces. Yes? Okay, oh, we need the stamping. We need the, I was trying to be efficient, but then I cut that paper. Let's see, where, because you know, when we're at stamp camp, and I give them a quarter sheet of paper. I want them to punch out of it too. Okay, so I need to be held to the same rules. But also, when you're using a punch, where'd that even go? Oh, it's hiding under Honest card. When you're using a punch like this, it's a lot easier to just feed a strip into it. Now, we're going to use the very end of this. So, well, hello, Kim. Very nicely. Nice to see you. I know. Gian, I want to be like, seriously, step off. If anybody is being mean to themselves for buying a stamp set for one stamp. Now, oftentimes I fall in love with the rest of the stamp set. But girl, I have fallen in love with a single stamp before I bought the stamp set. That's why it's good to be a demonstrator and get the discount. Now, to be a demonstrator doesn't always mean you have to be here acting crazy on YouTube and Facebook. You can be your own sole customer. In fact, the vast majority of people who sign up for the starter kit are their own only customer. And they still get to go to on stage and they still get to do all the fun stuff. So don't feel like, oh, well, I'm not doing that. So, or I don't want to sell anything, but you don't have to, only to yourself. That's kind of crazy, huh? Oh, good, Kim. You needed a distraction. Ta-da! Here we are. All right. So again, that was the Gorgeous Gathering Moments set. I don't know why I'm putting it away because the sentiment's in there. It was just little and I lost track of it, didn't I? Okay, bringing in the early espresso again. Kim's her only customer. Kim, is your customer happy? Yes. Your customer's very happy, isn't she? She's so happy, and we love having Kim in the zoo crew. You add a lot of good to the zoo crew. Kim makes some beautiful things. Really beautiful things. So let's see. Did I leave myself enough room? Maybe not. That acorn may. Oh, yes. I mean, I'm kind of smart. Plus, I hide this side of it anyway underneath the leaves. So I have to do this right-handed. Oh, there we go. That feels better. Anyway, when you're not trying to punch out of a solid piece of cardstock, this is really easier on your hands. Plus, you're not wasting, right? But these you could punch a bunch out of and just keep them on the side. I don't know where, in an organized spot somewhere. And then you could, is that crooked? No, we're going to say it's not crooked. Anyway, you could just have them on hand. You'll be honest. Watching other demos influences you to buy a stamp set. Well, yeah. That I can attest to that as well. Most of the time, I'm watching somebody who is using something that I didn't care for at first, and then they make it into something fun, and I go, well, all right, I can see the possibility of that now. One of the reasons why I'm a demonstrator is because I want to really use my products, and so I have to share them because then they're really being used, right? So anyway, yes, so it happens. It happens. And Jenny says she has a blast being an online customer and demo. Good. I love it. Oh, final piece. Linen thread going to be masquerading as early. Oh, there's her card. Okay. I really am kind of organized sometimes. If I just had a 5,000 square foot studio, right? No, it would still be a little crazy. Okay, I'm looking for a piece. I'm looking for a roll that's not completely brand new, but it doesn't really matter, does it? No. Okay. One time I bought linen thread for a class and then I changed my mind. And so I've been working off of that stash of linen thread. I think I bought 10. And then I was like, oh, pivot. I see something else that'll work better. Okay. And so anyway, linen thread, you got to have it. It's very economical. Okay, we're talking about that tonight. Kind of 104 199 linen thread. Use what you get is what you get. I mean, what you see is what you get. A big bolt of linen thread, probably 25 yards. How much? 15 yards. That's what I said. Okay. And I am going to take this, which I'll probably have to clean afterwards, but that's okay. Come on. This is also why I didn't want to grab a new one. This is the hardest part, isn't it? Come on. Okay, hold it. I think I see it. There we go. All right. So I changed my mind. I'm going to use the Naturals marker. So again, last week when we were coloring Santa, we were talking about the Naturals, and here I go with the Naturals again. I want the Naturals 100 because it's very close, if not the same formulation, I don't know, as Early Espresso. So we don't have an official Early Espresso set of blends, but we do have 100 or whatever it's called. Probably it's called Deep. It's called Deep, okay? So when you buy the Deep blends, you get these two colors and so on. And the deepest one, I think, is Early Espresso. So I tend to use the paintbrush end for this kind of thing because it's easier, but also because I use the bullet point by and large for most of my coloring. And so I feel like, well, better use the paintbrush end for something. So I'm just dragging it under here and coloring as I go along. Yeah, looking good. I might get a little bit on my fingers, but I don't care. It dries so quickly, it's probably not going to happen. And so I just want to keep this marker sideways, right? I don't want to push down. That will break down the point on this side. It's more flexible too, so you definitely don't want to do that. And then I did a double bow, so I better color a little bit more. Oh me, oh my. Okay, and then I say this is enough. No, I don't know. It might not be, but we will test it. So here's how I usually do a double bow. You know, I don't like to cut things off the roll because it does, because I hate it when it's too short and then I have to start over again. Look, now this rolls as you are coloring it, so I can tell I need it a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to start here, and then you have to kind of keep track of which loop is which. But that is too short, so I need a little more. I didn't have enough tail on that one side. All right. So what is the weather looking like in everyone's neck of the woods? It's been, well, I told you it's rainy here. It was rainy this morning when I got up, and then it started raining, I don't know, this afternoon when I was sleeping. I ran my errands in the middle of that, and the sunshine came out too, so there was that. But this is like in our mid 50s now, so this is kind of what we're getting, which I like. I like it so much. Can you take your cheat sheet of the blends and post it so you can copy it? I can. Did you take a screenshot of it? Do you want me to show it again? So I can take, the colors aren't really going to come out true. That's not going to be helpful that way, but I'm very happy to. Okay, now look, I still have more than I need to color, but can do. You've been in, oh, it's been in the 60s and sunny in Virginia. That sounds great. Unseasonable, I'm assuming. I mean, it's mid-November. That is one reason why I didn't know it was almost Thanksgiving. That is also the reason why I just had the sprinklers blown out on Friday. I had to call the guy special. I didn't get the special blowout. I had to pay $20 more. But I was like, it's so nice. Like, I just was, I mean, I wasn't, the sprinklers have been off for a while, but I just kind of forgot. La la la. Going about my business. Acting like it was July or something. All right. So then we can start putting this together. I want to make sure I didn't have any ink down there. Sorry, Foxies. Okay. 50s and windy in Kentucky. Ooh, are you new to the zoo viewing, Anna Carter? I don't think I've seen your name come up before. Now you may have been lurking, but either way, I'm so glad to chat with you. And I don't know anybody in Kentucky until right now. So, hey, Kentucky. 35. Okay, remind me, did you say you're in Illinois? Jenny, are you clear over in Illinois? That's like burr. That sounds more like what I expect to hear right now. That sounds like burr. I don't know. What am I saying? I don't know, people. Don't mind me. This is all natural too, sadly. Okay, now I know I'm going to need quite a bit of seal over here. And I already know how I placed them. Before I was just playing. So you kind of, if you haven't, got this configured, well, great. Welcome. And please share if you would like. And then you're going to go into the drawing to win these cute little things. Just these cute little things. A chapstick with a chapstick holder and a key ring. So you will look all official with your Stampin' Up merch. And okay. So anyway, dry fit your items if it's the first time you're making your wreath. So you can see where you want it placed, but I had already done that, right? So I already I'm just copying my first card. And that's another kind of nice thing I think that happens at Stamp Camp is that I work out the spatial details and they can either come up with their own variation, right? Or they can, oh my goodness, or they can do it just exactly as I make it. Now look, I got crazy up here with the glue. Seriously, girl? Good thing I have an adhesive remover. We do not sell these. I'm so sorry, we don't. But you can buy them at a little mom and pop shop I like to call Amazon. Okay. And I think you have to buy them in a multi-pack. I will play with this, but I think I can get most of this off. Sherry, 60s and 70s. It's supposed to be in the 50s in a few days. Okay, there you go. And so, my goodness. We're still, like, nobody has snow yet, right? Maybe my Colorado peeps might have snow. But you know who I haven't talked to is that little gal from Rancho Cucamonga. Where are you? Where are you, my friend? Are you, have you just not been commenting? Are you off doing your own crafting? There, look. What extra adhesive? Exactly. Okay, now again, this is a lot more opaque than even our last. Our last vellum has been really heavy duty the whole time. This is even more heavy duty, but I'm still going to hide my adhesive, all right? So I'm going to hide it back behind the leaves, maybe a touch on the actual leaves. And then, oh, I should have put this in there too. Well, we can do that also. Stop. It's like it's got static electricity or something. It has a life of its own. And then I'm going to put this in here. I may have to move it around a little bit. No, it looks like it's going to play nicely. Okay, then you can put seal right back behind that too. It just fits. Okay, so we already have a lot of seal on it. Oh, you did have snow. You had snow flurries in Kentucky last Monday. It's coming for the best of us, isn't it? Okay. We do get snow here in Boise. And, you know, do I like it? I don't hate it. And it's very pretty and stuff, but I do hate it after like a couple of days. I want it to go away. And so I'm very, you know, slow on that. I'm like, just be pretty and then get out of here. Oh, yes. I love that. Now, coloring that with the blends really like, what do I want to say? It thickens the thread a little bit. Almost makes it really, like, look how straight it is. It's like when I flat iron my hair. And, oh, let's put this one on a dimensional. Let's put the acorn on a dimensional. Now, last time I put it just down flat, but I think we can put it on a dimensional this time. Oh, goodness. So I've been eating toast and string cheese and cold cereal since my Friday night incident. So I'm hoping to eat something else. Well, thank you, Kim. I'm glad you like it. It's very of the moment, isn't it? It'd be very nice to take this along with some other little gifty or just a card. Send it to whoever hosts you at Thanksgiving. Okay, and then finally I used the Cajun and Gold dots. Of course, it was, yeah, it's much easier to see it. That's what I had in my mind. But as I said, then, you know, this guy came along. Okay, I'm going to put a little glue on this. It's going inside. It's a good thing I'm using the glass mat, right? Irritate me. There's a lot that's irritating me tonight. Mostly self-induced. Okay, come on. All right. And you're going to go right there, Mr. Nut. And chamois to the rescue. Will be washed later. Okay, and chamois to the rescue. I've got adhesive on my thumb too. Okay, it's cold and sleeting in Massachusetts. Now that sounds like what I would expect over there. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm just laughing because I'm like, now that's what I expect. Cold and sleet in Massachusetts. I forget sometimes when you guys talk to me, I feel like you're just in my neighborhood. Maybe you feel the same way about me, and then you're surprised when I say I'm in Idaho, right? And you go, where? But I'm always kind of surprised. I'm like, what? She's clear over there? I thought she was just in my neighborhood. All right. Everything's clean now. I'm running low on these too, but this is running low. This is when I start to get nervous. It looks like this. Like, I need to buy some more. Oh, you already have an extra one. Okay, then quit panicking. Okay, then when you put these on here too, these are also obvious places to hide mini glue dots when you're using vellum. And oftentimes, and I'm sure you guys do this as well, when you use vellum, you will strategically place these little embellishments so that you can hide a glue dot back behind them. There's enough holding this down for this size of a piece of vellum that I don't think you need it. Oh my gosh. Okay, Roz was telling us about her weather. Do I even want to read it? Do I even want to know, Roz? Okay. There you go. Last week it was chilly, high in 50s or 60s. Frosty overnight? This week it's going back in the 80s. Well, that has to be kind of confusing. Oh my gosh. 50s, 80s. It does that here sometimes too, but not often. We're out of that. Now let me see. Can I curl this? Yes, I can give it a little curl. Do I like that? Not necessarily. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Okay? Don't be like me. All right, but you can recreate this card now of your very own. And actually, I'm going to trim the tails on this. I like the whimsical tails on the linen thread, but on the dark, it's like overwhelming. There we go. Okay, so there is a beautiful little fall card for you to use. And you could very easily change this into a happy birthday card, even for, dare I say, a man. Yes, I've just made a masculine card, totally on accident. Where's my other card? Oh, here we go. Happy birthday, right? With the little fun fold with the paper, using the right words stamp and some paper. Irresistible Blooms, it's on the last chance list, along with the bundle of the same name. And finally, hello, Carla's Funfold has been located, totally by accident. But I did bring it in here. And look at how cool it is. Look at this. Is that neat? First of all, it's Blackberry Bliss, like bow down to the best color. And then look how this opens. Is that cool? And this paper, I remember this had like a bunch of occasions in that paper. Then this one, I don't remember what that's from. This one, this was part of a suite. It's so fun to look at that. This pumpkin, part of a suite. And so isn't that fun? Look at that. Have you guys made a card like this? I need to check it out and make one, I think. So anyway, I love fun folds that show off a lot of different papers, right? And also different pieces and parts. So you don't need a lot, just little strips. And that's really pretty, isn't it? Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for a little Sunday crafting or on replay, if you're on replay. In fact, lots of you watch me on replay. And so thank you for all of that. Now, I will see you again on Thursday, all right? My team, I will see you guys on Tuesday night, either via Zoom or live right here at the house. And we're going to have a little crafty time of our own. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your support of the zoo. Whether you're a customer, a viewer, even if you're lurking, please don't lurk because we want to say hi to you. But however you support the zoo, I appreciate you so much. And we have fun around here. So let's do it again on Thursday night. Okay? Until then, everybody stay safe, and I will see you soon.